How's it going, football lovers? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Solomon again, back with another video. Don't forget to smash up the like, subscribe, and you know how we do it. Just the count is 166. Let's keep counting. Target is 500. Let's hit the like button, subscribe, and it is time for us to talk football. So let's just get into the action from last night. We're going to be starting with the case of Liverpool. Liverpool yesterday played a 2-3-2, lost 3-2 to Brighton in a very cracking game, a game that is as honestly, probably if Liverpool was actually fighting for something, I'm very sure they wouldn't have lost that game. But one way or the other, Liverpool suffered a 3-2 defeat to Brighton and Wolves at the Amex Stadium yesterday. And Liverpool led the game twice through Harvey Elliott and Dominic Szoboszlai. And the Premier League champion were undone by a spirited comeback from substitute Jack Hinshelwood and also Karim Mitoma, who actually did damage to them in that game. And overall, looking at the way the game looked like I said, I repeat myself, I said I believe the reason why the game was like that for Liverpool was because Liverpool personally believe they've won the league, they had the league laptop, and there was no reason why they gave themselves stress in that. Harvey Elliott gave them the lead in the 90th minute, while Brighton, Liverpool took the lead with Harvey Elliott in the 9th minute from a cross from Conor Bradley, while Brighton equalized through Ayari. But Szoboszlai restored Liverpool's advantage before halftime, and they came in the second half. Mitoma joined Brighton and Hove level, and 85th minute you have the substitute Enzo who won the game for Brighton in the 85th minute. But now that is actually the first time Liverpool has lost a game that they have gone ahead at halftime. One of the reasons why we said that Liverpool has won the league season because they knew how to see off game, but maybe because they have won, they just didn't care about the game. They threw the game away. And what we took away from that particular game was Liverpool's unbeaten run has ended. Now they lost marked Liverpool's first ever defeat after leading at halftime since 2016, ending the 156 match streak. That's according to the Guardian's paper. And Brighton generally has just kickstarted or jump-started their European pursuit again, and now they are in poor place to get that Conference League spot according to their proper performance, because it was actually a spirited performance. Now Liverpool did a lot of rotation in their games. Liverpool having already secured the league, they didn't care. They fielded and rotated, and most especially Trent Alexander-Arnold, although probably maybe because he has gone and because of the booing incident, he was on the bench. So they actually had we say speculation concerning the future. We already know that Alexander Arnold has decided to go to Real Madrid. So I guess that was the reason why he was on the bench yesterday. Now, post-reaction, we have Dominic Szoboszlai saying that Brighton actually fought better than them and felt like they deserved to win the game. If the game was actually as important, I'm very sure Liverpool would have fought and won the game. Even their manager came out and said that game was entertaining to watch. I'm sure if they've not won the league and they needed a point in that game, he would not come out and say that to the press. The reason why he's able to say that is because they've had the league wrapped up, and that is how it went down yesterday. And it was a spirited performance from Brighton, with Mitoma winning the man of the match. And the manager came out and spoke much about this guy, Mitoma, who was actually outstanding in that game. And that is that for how my reactions for concerning the game that took place yesterday between Brighton and Liverpool. And quickly, let's move on to the game and the big one. That is the Battle of the Bombs between United and Tottenham. Battle of the Bombs, you understand, between United and Spurs. Now, let me tell you something. Before I start this preview, let me just tell you, anybody that wins between Tottenham and Manchester United is an L for me. I will take both as an L. Whether Tottenham wins or Liverpool wins, is an L. But for me personally, that is me, not anybody. I just want a Manchester United loss. Yes, I'm an Arsenal fan, and I shouldn't be rooting for Tottenham. I'm not rooting for Tottenham, but this time I just don't want to see United win, because United fans can be unbearable. Everywhere I go, they are always there. They are always on my neck because their team is in the final, even though they finished 17th in the league. They don't care. They are so shameless, and they will still come out there and act as if their team is good. So what is going to happen is United is going to use this Europa League to sugarcoat or paper coat their season and make it look as if it's good. And they'll be able to say, oh, we have had a better season than you do. I don't bloody care. But for me, I don't want them to win. But let's go into the preview. Say the 2025 Europa Premier League between Manchester United. The date is Wednesday. That is this Wednesday, and that is 21st. That is tomorrow. At the San Mamés stadiums. Bilbao. Both teams have endured disappointing domestic season, which we know, finishing in bottom half of the league. Yes, not just bottom half, they are the worst team in the league. One is 17, one is 16, the other is 17. So there is both of them are like James and John. They are terrible. In this season, they've been terrible. But still, they one way or the other found themselves in the final of that league. Like I said, the date is Wednesday, that is tomorrow. The kickoff time is 9 p.m. and that is 8 p.m. Central African time. That is in Nigerian time, that will be 8 p.m. That is tomorrow. And you can watch it live on TNT and the rest of all your channels that you watch them. But let's go into the game. Now, head-to-head this season, Tottenham have dominated United. And for the past 3 encounters they've met, you have Manchester United losing to Tottenham twice in the league, and also they've lost to them in the FA Cup. You understand? We understand that 3-1 loss at the Old Trafford, Tottenham winning 1-0 at home, and also a 4-3 victory in the thrilling, Carling Cup encounter, which simply means Tottenham has an edge over them. Now, on the injury front, you have James Maddison, Dejan Kulusevski, and some other people like that. Even Heung-Min is actually a doubt for the game at the moment. We are not sure if they were able to make it. They have fitness concern, those players. In fact, James Maddison, they said he's injured, and I don't think Kulusevski is going to be actually available for that game. But let's say but one good news for Tottenham Hotspur is that they have the likes of Dominic Solanke back. Solanke is back for them. Dominic Solanke is back. The Nigerian turned British player Dominic Solanke is going to be fit for them and probably will fire them to glory, which is what I hope that is happening going to happen for Tottenham. But for Manchester United, you have Lisandro Martinez, which is ruled out, and Joshua Zexi, also another Nigerian, Joshua Zexi, who is supposed to be ruled out for the game. We also have fitness concern for Euro and Dalot, and all of them are still working and trying to be fit for the final. Now, the key battles in that game will be expecting a very good play. If United is about to get anything from that game, they will be expecting a masterclass from Bruno, Fernandes, and Casemiro, and most especially their one and only striker. You think I'm going to say Oiland? Not Oiland, but Harry Maguire. They will put him up front. Probably it's even better they bench that Oiland and put Maguire, who is the defender, up front, because it seems as if Maguire is giving them, a better output than the Statue of Liberty that they have up front. So that is how concerned on players' fitness. And tactically, definitely, eyeline mates from Tottenham. There's always, from the Tottenham aspect of view, Tottenham would always go out, high press, and they will play as high as possible. Tottenham will always play an eyeline. If you like, kill their manager. Their manager will always play an eyeline. Why Manchester United, they're likely, the Tottenham is likely to play a 4-2-3-1 formation, while you have Manchester United playing a 3-4-2-1 formation. 3 at the back, and the way they go about it, which I still think that Manchester United fans would not probably like, because they are trying to sugarcoat it and make it sound as if they appreciate that particular formation at the moment. But I'm telling you what I know, that is not actually what they like at the moment. But overall, that is how it's going to look like in that game. Now, moving on from the tactical aspect of things, how do I feel the game is going to go? How do I feel the game is going to go? And that's why I'm talking about the stakes now. What is at stake for this game? Now, first of all, I know that what is at stake is that the winner secures a spot for the 2025-2026 UEFA Champions League. Now, the winner is going to also have to face the champions of the champions of Europe. That is the winner of the Champions League, and then they are going to earn a prize money of close to 10 million pounds. You understand? 10 million pounds, while the runners-up receive 5.9 million. Probably it's going to be good money for Tottenham to spend, and even Manchester United to spend in the next transfer, considering the fact that their team has been seriously shit this season. So, moving on, in that game, my own conclusion is that the game is going to be tight, even though I want Tottenham to win. But on putting up the bias cap, I will believe that it's going to be a tightly contested game, and Manchester United one way or the other has a psychological edge because Tottenham has not been winning trophy. So I'm expecting Manchester United to do something, and the final will likely fall to United, even though I potentially think that they will go into penalties and I expect Tottenham to win. But whichever way, what's it going to be, we'll find out by the end of tomorrow. Now, what's your own thoughts? Let me know in the comment section. Who will win the final? And the previous, who do you think will take home the UEFA Europa League tomorrow? Let me know in the comment section. Also, let me know every other thing that you think about the video, what we have discussed in the video talking about Liverpool and Brighton. Let me know in the comment section. Big up at yourself all the time for always watching thus far. If you have watched this far, don't forget to smash up the like, subscribe, and like I used to say, your view is not viewing until you have tuned to Football Fan View. Big up everybody for watching the video. Smash the like on your way out, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.